Kwabena, what has your own encounter been? Just narrate it for us in some few minutes and let's see how dramatic it was.
It's I wouldn't say it's much of drama, but I can say that I have encountered God in so many ways, so many ways, and I can say that things that have happened to me and what actually got me closer to God and what made me even believe that, of course, there is a creator is when I can say everything betrayed me in life. Everything. Family, friends, relationship, colleagues, everywhere.
Your first encounter, everything became a betrayal.
That's what led me to my first encounter.
Wow.
Matter of fact. And it was at a point where things were very difficult in life, and it was a point where people I called friends, people I have helped, people I felt were loyal, people I can say they can prove that I can even put my neck on the line for them, betrayed me.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was quite a moment, but then it also was a gain. Why am I saying is a gain? Because it got me to actually know that only God or only Jesus is a friend.
But not mere human
not
being.
A human being. There be and for one into nipa biaso. Onipa bedi ushamo. Yeah. Onipa ebedi ushamo. So I can say that I all my strength, everything that has embodied me has become like I can say I can attribute it to the encounter. Okay. And I really would want to say a very big thank you to everybody who has done such a thing in my life, because if you didn't do that, I wouldn't encounter God. So I owe them a big gratitude.
Them.
Yeah.
So pushing you away and pushing you harder.
That's right.
For you to get closer to the maker.
For me to get closer to the creator. Matter of fact, it got me to actually understand God even more. And then again, it made me realize that if God wants to give you something, he may have to take everybody away from you. Yeah. So.
Wow. Folks, so if you just tuned in, you just heard Kwabena narrating his proper closer encounter with God was when men deserted him. People that he thought they could put their head on the line for him all left. And that's how he got closer to God the more. What did you tell God at that lowest moment that you found out that, hey, I think the only friend I have right now is Jesus? What were you telling God
at that point?
What was the experience? Yes.
At that point, people had said so many things about me, so many negative things about me. People have said things I've not done. People have actually sought to destroy me. And it was so clear. You get what I'm saying? From all angles. So I only told God that. I used to sing this song a lot. Yeah, me one century, my see me ye. Na mata when you say where I did no apwa me chichi mire. Yeah. So at that time I felt alone, but I wasn't alone. Because I remember I fasted for 3 days. I remember. And on the third day I had a sudden encounter.
Kwabena, you fasted for 3 days?
Yeah.
And on the third day?
Yes, on the third day.
You had an encounter?
I had an encounter.
What was that encounter? Share it with us.
As I say, everything that I had in that encounter, I decided to put it in art and put it on my body. And that's what led to my logo on my hand.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Show it to cameras.
That led to my logo. Logo.
This logo. What is it about?
Like everything that I was made to understand is I'm in his palm. I am the eye of God. and he made me a star, and he watches over me. So God gave me that promise. So I decided to put that on my body.
So to remind
and everything, to remind me every day that I'm in the hands of God.
He owns you.
He owns me, and I'm the eye of God, and he made me a star.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're just about to go. It's getting interesting, but we're just about to go deeper into the life of the man Kwabena. Kwabena. And so, if you just tune in, this is Hit FM. This is gospel.
That's it.
We are talking gospel.
Yeah.
Apostle Kwabena is in the studio. We are talking gospel. And for those of you who do not know, he's a very spiritual man. The little investigation and the little research I did about him, he's a very spiritual person. And no one will be surprised. I'm not surprised that we woke up one morning and we heard this song.
Yani yamu atumfo abon samane na pamfo no wajise yanyina ne say nyamidi monti boy kwemi mami wabasimi chira no kwa nyamidi monti mama sudo hey we kwemi mami we kwemi mami sunsumeje we kwemi mami sa
The song is so beautiful. What made you put together these beautiful lyrics into gospel?
This was another encounter.
Tell me about it.
I say this was another period in my life when I needed God's intervention because I was in a situation, I don't want to go into that. I was in a situation where I found myself like, I don't know how to put it, but I was surrounded by enemies in my own home.
You were surrounded by enemies in your own house?
Yeah.
So this is like the second time.
You know. So
this is the first encounter?
Yeah.
And you don't want to share it?
No, I don't want to share it for obvious reasons.
Okay, so tell us,
you know,
how did it happen and what was the experience?
I was in a moment where I always was praying to God. So be quiet, like, how can I get out of this? You should make a way for me. So the song came, and of course he heard my prayer.
He delivered?
Yes, he delivered me. Yeah. Wow. So the song actually was born out of prayer, and I am not surprised how it actually works for anybody who prays with it as well. Because situation be a won't be if you pray with it, I believe say be because it wasn't a song I just wrote. I wrote the song out of Trini because I don't hear him. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No wonder. I mean, you passionately did that song.
I've never said this on any show, but since the gospel show you said Damascus, it just pushed me to say I've never said this on any show. Like I always say, like, okay, I wrote it at dawn. Yes, I wrote it at dawn between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Between that 2 hours of prayer, every detail of the song was written, and it was such a moment. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You had a visitation.
Yeah.
For your colleagues like you, who go through same. I mean, I know it can't just be you. I'm sure quite a number of your people go through this this kind of encounter every time.
Yeah.
They resort to other things. Why do you go back to God? Because we've heard stories where people resort to other things to keep them going. But you resorted to fasting and prayer.
Yeah.
And this is what God gave you to put down.
Yeah. I want to say a big thank you to my parents. Yeah. My dad is late, but my mom lives. Because these two people actually made me understand from infancy that every problem is can be solved by God and no other person. And more so no so be chewa dia na se ho touch ma ho na oko
the one who gifted you.
Thank you. So God gifted me with everything that I have in me and everything that I do, so I can never turn my back in any situation. Yeah. Pentecost for to you because minyameta I'll be alright, baba mesu. Yeah, what was minyameta I'll be alright, baba mesu. Minyameta. Yeah, so these things, these songs, and my mom is such a pillar behind me. She prays for me every day, and or encouraging me to pray whenever I have a problem. So, sanity and I see some of my colleagues go through what I've been through, and sometimes I see how it goes. But I pray for anybody or what situation be more or feel say or need God's intervention. Pray unto God, no beju because what Jimmy.